Hi everyone, Annette Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to make a roll-up box, a gift box. It's really unique and really fun to make. You have all the measurements in the cutting guide that you can download from the link in the description under the video. It's completely free. Just go ahead, click the link and download it. So we're going to start with our first cardstock, and we're going to score it on the long side at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, 6 3/8, 8 1/2, and 10 5/8. I'm using a scoreboard because it's easier, but you can also use your trimmer or a ruler and a bone folder. And then on the short side, score it at 2 1/8 and 6 1/2. Can remove this aside. Now we're going to fold on all the score lines and burnish them well. It's very important for our next step. So once we've folded on all the vertical and horizontal score lines, we can go ahead, bring our scissors and start making some cuts. Okay, let's finish with the folding. Okay, so let's bring our scissors and start cutting. The first thing we need to do is cut all the score lines from the edge to the first score line on both sides of the paper. So just follow along the score line and cut. You can do it with a craft knife and ruler if you want, or with your scissors. You cut from the edge to the first fold line on both sides of the paper. Please use a cardstock for this project. You can use a pattern cardstock or just plain color like I'm using, a solid color, and then use the cover papers to cover it. Again, you have all the measurements in the link in the description under the video. You can go ahead and grab that there. Okay. So once we are finished with doing that, this is what we have. We're going to start at the bottom and remove the two small corners completely. Once we do that, we're going to cut the first two squares in half like this. And then we're going to cut little wedges. We're going to cut a little wedge here and on the other side, small wedges. On the pieces that we've just cut, we're going to make deep, large wedges like this. Okay. Next, we're going to cut small wedges on the other side of those flaps. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is flip the paper and remove the bottom squares on both sides completely. Just cut along the score lines and cut them out. And then we're going to cut wedges on two and leave these top squares completely intact. So we're going to cut wedges on both sides of this square and the next square, and then the third square is going to remain as it is. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. What we're basically making is the box. This is going to be the box. And you need to repeat that process with the other three pieces because we need 4 boxes altogether. So I'm showing you how to make one box and then you go ahead and make the other 3. Okay, so this is what we have. Now we're going to assemble the box. We're going to apply glue to this center flaps. So apply glue and then glue it under the perfect square. You remember there is one square we didn't cut any wedges off, so that center flap goes under that square. You attach that under the square on both sides and make sure that that square is completely aligned with the lines of the box like this. Okay, next we're going to apply glue to those two flaps, and then attach them to the inside as well. Just put that away like that. Okay, make sure everything is completely aligned. That's why it's good to use liquid glue, because you can wiggle it to its place. You can wiggle the paper. Now these two guys go in the inside, and this is how you close the box. And there is one flap remaining to attach the other boxes. So I already went ahead and made the 3 boxes, attached 2 of them together, and now I'm going to show you how to attach the boxes. So you're going to apply glue to this flap here and attach it to the bottom. How do you know it's the bottom? You have the opening on the top, and then you attach it to the bottom. And it's good to attach the boxes while they're in their final place like this and not opened, because this is the way that they're going to be closed together. And then apply glue to the second one. All the boxes are attached the same way. Again, you make sure that the opening is on the top, and then you attach it to the bottom of the box and close them all together to make sure everything is straight. This is how it should look. If it looks any other way, it means that you haven't attached the boxes the right way. Next, take your small piece of cardstock and score it at 2 1/8 on the long side. We're going to have one more flap attached to the last box, because that one doesn't have a flap now, and we need that last flap to close it properly. And this time you attach the flap, the smaller flap. You will see that the 2 flaps are not the same size, so apply glue on the smaller side and attach it to the side of the box, not the bottom this time. You have the opening on the top like this, and then this one goes on the side here like this, and then you have the second flap that you need to close it. So basically your box is ready, your gift box is ready. All you need to do now is start covering the boxes, all the sides. Again, you have measurements for all the cover papers in the link in the description under the video. You could go ahead and grab that there. So you can use whatever color combination or pattern that you want and cover all sides of the boxes, the front and the back. It's easier to use a non-directional paper that the pattern can face all directions, because when you close it, then sometimes things become upside down. So I've chosen papers that have no direction to their pattern, so it's easier this way. You can still use that pattern, but at least don't use anything with writing, because then the writing will be upside down and will be impossible to read. So I'm adding all my cover papers on all sides. You have 20 cover papers all together on this size, and then 8 more on the smaller size. You can mix and match, you can make them all the same pattern, any way that you want to make it. Let's finish our final pieces. You can use whatever papers that you want. Okay, I'm also adding papers to the front, to the top, and just want to make sure that you don't just put one cover paper. Don't do any matting to these cover papers, and especially on the inside, because then your boxes will not close properly. But if you want to add dimension to the outside here and on those top flaps, you can. That will not interfere with closing in any way. So here you can add matting, you can add 3D decorations, whatever you want, but not on the inside of the boxes. Okay, so let's finish with the covering. And on these top flaps, again, you can add any 3D decoration that you want. Just going to add the smaller squares as well. As you can see, there are no direction to the pattern, because when you open it, they change the directions, like I said before. So it's best not to use any writing on these papers. Okay, so I just want to show you how it looks, and then we're going to add the little tabs to help you open the boxes. Isn't that really cool? I really love this project. Anyway, so you fold all the tabs in half. Again, you have all the measurements that you can download from the link under the video. It's in the description there. So you need to open all the boxes. Just looking to see, this was on the wrong direction. Okay, now we're in the right direction. Open all the boxes, and then apply glue to the inside of one side of the folded tab and attach it to the center of the flap that closes the box. You can measure it, I'm just eyeballing it. And you repeat that with all 4 boxes. This will help you pull the tab and open the box. Otherwise it's a little bit tricky to open the box, and you need to wiggle it and stick your fingers in there, and using these tabs are much easier. Don't pull them before the glue is dry, of course. Wait until it's dry, and then you'll see how easy it is to open the boxes with these tabs. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video, so you won't miss anything and you can follow all my tutorials and make all my projects. So once you have all the tabs, just let them dry, and then your project is ready. You can fill it with any gift, candy, money, whatever you want. See how it is easy now to open? Much better. So I really hope you like this tutorial. On the top you can add Velcro or a ribbon if you want to make sure it's closed properly and it won't open. And I want to thank you very much for joining me. I really hope you like this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.